Hello, Dan Joss. How are you today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I've heard a lot about Roth IRAs.
Who's Roth?
I don't know.
He's a senator.
He's a senator? Well, what a nice guy.
Yep.
I assume it's a guy.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
He created the Roth IRA,
Okay.
which is a tax vehicle for retirement.
Okay.
You put in after-tax money into the Roth account, and it grows tax-deferred. And when you take it out, all the gains are tax-free.
Nice.
And the difference between a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA, one key difference is there's no required minimum distributions from a Roth IRA.
Okay.
Which is great.
Required minimum distributions.
Traditional IRA, you have to start taking out some money when you reach age 72.
Okay.
Even if you're not retired. The government says, all right, it's a retirement account. You're 72, you're retired. Start taking some money out.
Gotcha.
But the Roth account, that requirement doesn't exist.
Okay.
But there are some other interesting things on the Roth IRA.
Oh, do tell.
Like, if you earn too much, then you can't contribute to a Roth IRA. And right now, if you're single, too much is about $125,000 to $140,000. And if you're married filing jointly, that's about $198,000 to $208,000.
Okay. Well, this is a problem a lot of our population doesn't have.
Right. So many can add to the Roth account.
Okay.
And that amount that they can add every year right now is $6,000. Unless you're over 50, then it's $7,000.
Okay.
And tax-free growth.
Tax-free growth. So when you take that money out, you're not going to have to pay tax on it?
That's the rules right now.
Right now.
Tax-free growth for your lifetime, and your children or the beneficiaries will have to start taking some out.
Okay.
But for those people that have that problem of earning too much and not being able to contribute to a Roth IRA, if they are employees of a company that has a 401k, there may be a Roth option in that 401k. And
well, that's nice.
The income rules don't apply, so you, regardless of how much you earn, can contribute to your Roth 401k.
Okay. And sometimes those employers have matching contributions.
Sometimes they do, yes. And those contributions would be considered traditional 401k because the employers want the deduction.
Right.
So if you add over your career to the Roth and they match to the traditional side, then when you retire, you'll more than likely roll those over to two different accounts.
Okay.
One with requirements for distribution and one without.
Nice.
One with tax income and one with tax-free income.
Okay.
And if you're an employer, consider adding the Roth option to your 401k for your benefit and your employees' benefits.
That seems like a good concept. So not everybody understands the difference between those two, the Roth IRA and the Roth 401k.
Right. There's different amounts that you can contribute to each of those. There's income restrictions on one of those, but not the other. And then there's withdrawal differences.
Okay.
But that's for when you retire.
And these are all useful tools for something called a financial plan for your future.
Sure. You're adding money from your present self to your future self, and your future self will be thankful for you.
Right. Okay.
And you turn that into income when you retire.
Nice.
Like distribution from your IRA to your checking account on the first of the month for your retirement living expenses.
Okay.
Or your second career living expenses.
Second career living expenses. There you go.
That's right.
There you go. Might be a golfing handicapper or something. I don't know. So
the Roth is a great invention.
Okay.
No required distributions from Roth IRAs, tax-free growth, and it is to encourage people to save for their retirement.
That's good.
So take advantage of it.
Because when people save for their retirement, the government doesn't have to take care of them as much.
That's right. We all win.
That's good. All right. Speaking of winning, if somebody wanted to be a winner and call you and get some great financial advice,
they can give us a call, 757-903-2127. They look at our website at jossbrown.com.
All right. We appreciate it so much. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Money Talks is a weekly program presented for the listener's benefit and entertainment. It is provided at no cost to the listener, and the ideas, opinions, and comments are not to be construed as legal advice, tax advice, investment advice, or other advice specific to the listener. Listeners are encouraged to seek the advice of a licensed professional or other qualified party when dealing with financial, legal, tax, medical, investment, insurance, taxidermy, plumbing, electrical, carpentry, real estate, chiropractic, veterinary, oral hygiene, hot air ballooning, etc. We have given you some food for thought. Now, call a licensed professional such as Dan Joss at 757-903-2127. Thanks for listening, and remember, failing to plan is planning to fail.